What's going on, guys? All in day 132. Just go over what I was seeing, what I did, and what happened. Alright, we're looking bearish on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. We had this LR below on ES, and I was hoping to see market open take that out, so we have no draws to the downside except all the way down here, and then push up towards this LR. So that's exactly what it did. Market open, push down below these lows at 9:30, taking out all that LR. NQ is already well taken out those lows and was lower, as you can see, but it was also leading. So saw it market open, a nice rejection, nice manipulation candle, and we come up 9:35, close above the 5-minute highs, breaking structure. Now, what I look for is an equilibrium right out of this, and we didn't hit equilibrium on NQ, but I was trying to figure out on ES if it did, right? So you could probably see it better on the 1 minute, but this is the 5-minute leg, 9:39, and this candle's still forming, right? So at 9:39, right, you can see it better on the 1 minute, and I probably should have just taken this trade out of this, but I didn't. So what had happened was, right, I only need one of them to retrace. ES did. ES retraced, broke structure. We got to break a structure, I think. 9:45. So we would have entered here. Get chopped. I ain't going cap. And honestly, I wanted to target all the way up here. That was my last draw liquidity, which got tapped into. But I didn't take that trade because it just didn't look clear enough to me, right? Even though it was there, it wasn't very visible, where I don't want to take an equilibrium retracement on the 1 minute. So I didn't. So I waited, and I waited, and I waited. By seeing rejection off this 15-minute late into market open after these highs were taken out, and we're rejecting off this 5-minute, right? Rejecting off the 5-minute, inside the equilibrium on the 5-minute. Looking good on the lower time frame, right? And the 15-minute rejecting. We had this SMT here. It was looking good, but draws in there was only my last draw in liquidity, which was up here, and as you can see, I got absolutely swept out because I entered at this candle, play about halfway through this candle. Stops were below this low right here, and I was going for a 1-to-1, so it was a little bit above here. And so would have went break even once this got hit. This didn't get hit. Got swept out. Absolutely exactly what happened yesterday. And today, I definitely felt like I was experiencing a bit of FOMO, because I knew exactly what price wanted to do. I knew, and I keep preaching this, and I can't even fucking follow it myself. I'm very disappointed in myself today. But like I was saying, yesterday I didn't have set conditions. Today, I was like, okay, I'm going to have set conditions today. I'm going to know exactly what the market is going to do. And I did. Knew exactly what it wanted to do and what it did. Like I said, price was yet to take out these lows on ES. If I wanted to take longs, especially in this accumulation, I'd want to see manipulation at the lows. Knowing that we're in a bullish trend on the daily, in a daily gap, we are also bearish on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. But the higher time frame structure doesn't matter to me if there is no draws in liquidity. So, that being said, if there were draws in liquidity to the downside, I would have taken shorts. But there aren't. So, longs were my best answer because we came and opened exactly what I wanted to see. Price manipulating these lows, taking out all the liquidity. Now, where else could price go to want to move lower is up. So when price came up, broke structure to the upside on NASDAQ, and NASDAQ seemed to be leading at this time. Came up, broke structure, and we didn't get a retracement, but we saw price come up and take out all the LR to the left that I was targeting. Now, I was journaling at the time and I was ready to just get off. Then I see an entry. I see the entry and I enter. Even though there was a setup, even though my draws and liquidity were still not taken out, I don't think it was validated because it was chasing. It was out of, experiencing that FOMO, like I said again, where I'm seeing exactly what I want to see play out just without my setup. And I fell right back into it, and I don't want to fall back into this cycle of FOMO of just repeating the same thing over and over again. And yesterday was a different story, but today I know exactly what happened, and I did it out of impulsiveness, and I just entered. I was like, okay, I see that, and I got to enter. I got to enter. That's what was going through my mind, but in reality, it was my emotional side rationalizing these decisions, and I sat there in the trade, and I was like, as soon as I entered the trade, I was like, did I just do that? I was ready to get off. I was done. I didn't even want to take a trade, but I saw an entry. I saw a potential setup, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get off. And I could have done that, but I entered out of an impulsive decision, emotional decision. It costed me. I don't know. And part of me felt like, the last month of July where I barely traded, and it was good. It was good that I was able to hold myself back to my strategy and see exactly what I wanted to see. And that pays off. That patience pays. But something came over to me today where I was bringing in what happened yesterday, where I lost, and I was like, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do today. I know exactly what's going to happen today. I want to fucking enter a trade. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what I did. And I had that feeling of like, I need to do more. I didn't do enough last month. I need to do more. I'm fucking behind. And I was just going through my head. All these things were going through my head at the same time and made me make a stupid decision. And I knew right then and there, as I entered the trade, that it was just stupid. It was just dumb. And it's just like all this hard work, all this progress I've built mentally feels like it's crumbling. And it has me second guessing myself. And it's just so fucking terrible. So fucking terrible. Times like this feels awful. There's simply nothing I can do about it right now. But only move forward. I keep saying this, but it is very hard to stop dwelling on the losses, on the mistakes that you've made. But I promise you, we will all get through it. We will all get through it. Just pain, bro. Just pain. I think it just makes me realize there's so much more work to do mentally. And, you can't put a lot of work in on the charts, right? But the work that you are doing is outside the charts, is in your head. is your mentality, is the actions you take every day, how you hold yourself up every day. Everything that you do outside of this affects your trading. So this is why trading requires you to transform into a different person, to a different being. And this is where I feel that most people will quit. It's because they realize it is too hard. They don't want to change things around them. But I have no fucking choice. I have nothing except this. Nothing. So I literally do not have a choice or say in the matter of having to fucking overcome this. So no matter what, there may be hard times like this. These are the times where I can learn the most. To test where I really am at. And I've proven myself that I know how to follow my rules. I know how to be profitable. Now, am I consistent with it? No. And that's where I'm lacking. So I need to be consistent at being truest trading self. Whether that's inside the charts or outside the charts, it's got to be all the same. There is no separation from this. So it's either get my shit together or nothing. Literally. That being said, this isn't a proud video to make. These are never proud videos, but they are good reflection points. They're good learning moments. Though through the month of July, I was able to hold myself to a higher standard, follow my rules, accordingly. This beginning of August is not the best. It's not the best. So I can't be carrying over the days, the losses. I just need to learn from them. Learn from them. Don't make the same mistake. That being said, I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.